Okay, welcome back to our very beginning Learn to Crochet videos. We've learned to make a chain in our last video, and I'd ask you to make it as wide as you want a scarf. I want my scarf 7 inches wide, so I made stitches about that width. I made you do that plus 1 chain. So let's get started. What you want to do, now that you have it the length you want to know how many chains you have. So you count the V's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I have 27 chains in my work. So that means I'm going to have 26 single crochet. All right. So you want to get your yarn tension on your fingers again. Okay, and a single crochet is indicated in a pattern with the letter SC. SC means single crochet. All right, whereas chain is CH. To make a single crochet, you insert your hook in the place that you're supposed to make the stitch. Okay, since we're going in a chain, you'll notice that there's a V. You can see they look like V's on top of each other, or braid. And there's 3 loops in each chain. If you look, there's 2 on the front and then this bump on the back. What you want to do is you want to go under 1 loop. Okay, the second chain here you can't work into because then it'll just pop out. So you skip that one. This first chain here, skip that chain and you go under the top loop and poke your hook in there. Okay, and then you yarn over, or you catch your yarn and draw it up through. And okay, each time you do this, you want to push it back onto the shaft of your hook to get the size correct. So now you have 2 loops on your hook. You yarn over, get that up under your hook there, twist down slightly, and go through both loops on your hook. You twist it upward again, push it back to the shaft. You've got 1 single crochet. Under, then you want to go into your next V on your chain. Okay, you see like there's a little short one here. That's the one you've already gone into. You want to go into this one. Go up under that, and you poke the hook up underneath that thread of that piece of yarn. Yarn over. Draw up your loop, yarn over, go through both loops on the hook. We have 2 single crochet finished. And these on the chain, they're called loops. Okay. On the top of your single crochet, they're also called loops. The stitch, the part there you put your hook into in the stitch is called the loop. So again, to make your single crochet, put your hook under the top loop of the chain, yarn over, draw up a loop of yarn, yarn over, draw through both loops on the hook. We've got 3 single crochet. The place to insert your hook, again, you see the V, you want to go under the top yarn of the V, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through both loops on the hook. to find the loop on your chain stitch that you want to go into, the one that you're in already. If you look closely, the bottom of your single crochet has two little vertical lines that sort of form a V. Those are wrapped around this little thread right here. That goes into the next chain, and that's the one that you want to work your next stitch into. So insert the hook, draw up a loop, make sure you push it back onto the shaft, and do not hold everything tight. Don't squish everything, stretch, or anything like that. You want to keep everything loose and that it glides. You don't want it to squeak when you work with it. You yarn over and draw through both loops on the hook. Okay. I'm going to have this nice and glide. You don't want to have it so loose that it flops around either. The shaft of your hook determines the size of the loop. Okay. Insert your hook into the chain, catch it, draw up a loop, yarn over, and draw through two loops on the hook. You do that all the way across. Okay, this first slip knot here has a tail that comes out, and this loop here will be loose. Okay, you still want to work into that one. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, and draw through both loops on the hook. But see how that one's kind of got a bigger hole than the rest? You take your tail and you put your thumb on that last loop there and just pull it up a little bit. You don't want to pull it too tight because you may want to do a border and go back into that hole. But you draw it up just a little bit to close the hole, and we've got our first row of single crochet stitches. Okay, to make your second row of single crochet stitches, we'll go to the next video.